Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Lee. And it is all over. It's over. It's simple as that. The series is over. I'm not sure which one was more devastating. That shot KD hit with 45 seconds left in the game, you know, the pull up in the face of LeBron, or the one Kyrie hit over Curry last year. But you could tell that KD clearly wanted that shot. He wanted that more than anything else. And as soon as it went in, as soon as that ball touched the bottom of the net, you could see it. The soul of every Cavs fan or Warriors hater just being sucked straight out their body. Because before that shot, there was this little thing called hope. You know, it looked like the Cavs could eke out a win and bring the series to 2-1. But now, as much as it pains me to say this because I know what comes next for the NBA, I don't think the Cavs stand a chance in Game 4. And as hard as it is to believe that LeBron James will actually get swept in the finals, I just can't see the Cavs getting a win. They clearly played their best basketball of the series yesterday. Well, Kyrie and LeBron did, and Love was doing a nice job with all the hustling and the steals and the rebounding, but the fact that neither LeBron or Kyrie could even sit out in the second half, because if they did, the floodgates to open again and they still lost. Look, I'm just saying they can't possibly do any more than what they did last night. LeBron sat out a total of, what was it, a minute and a half in the game at the end of the first quarter, and during that time period the Warriors went on a 10-0 run. That's exactly why I say the Cavs are not a super team. You can't take one player off the court for a super team and then all of a sudden they start playing like a JV team. That is not how a super team works. But overall, it was a really good game. I mean, if we had a 7-game series where every game or at least 5 of the games were like that, or even a 6-game series like that, I'd have nothing to complain about. Regardless who wins, I wouldn't care, because at the end of the day, I'm not a fan of either team and I was entertained, so I'm winning. And I'm also not complaining about the game last night either. I mean, that was an amazing game to watch. I feel for the Cavs fans out there. I really do, just like I felt for the real Warriors fans last year, getting your soul snatched out of your body by a single shot in the finals. As a basketball fan, that is one of the worst things that can happen to you. But in the end, this game was still by far probably the most entertaining game we've seen in the playoffs this year. But at the same time, it pretty much sucks, because now I know the playoffs are basically over, and so is the season. And here's how I see Game 4 going down. You know, LeBron and Kyrie play all 48 minutes, literally can't come out for a single second. As sad as that is, because outside of Love, the rest of the team is filled with straight up bumps. Looking at you, Tristan Thompson. Actually, hold on. Let me get on this man Thompson for a bit. Tristan Thompson, you are by far the most useless player that has ever graced the stage that is called the NBA Finals. 3 games into the series, and you have a total of 8 points scored to go along with 11 rebounds. That is the starting center for a team in the finals. 3 games, 8 points, 11 rebounds. Look, all respect to Stephen Curry for stepping it up big time, especially with his rebounding. Man is almost averaging a triple-double this series. He has been phenomenal. PHE nominal. But Tristan Thompson, how are you actually gonna get out rebounded every single game of this series by Stephen Curry? Man literally had more rebounds last night than you did this whole series. And if you scored or got assists or are valuable to the team in any other way, I wouldn't be doing this right now. But you have one job and one job only, to get rebounds, and now you're making my job harder because I have to go out of my way to tell you how bad you are when you should know how bad you are and you should play better. I saw Timofey Mozgov step up and become the Cavs' second best player in the 2015 finals, but you can't step up and get a rebound. I'm about to see JaVale McGee and Zaza Pachulia get championship rings, but you can't get a rebound. I think that 15 years from now, once LeBron's career is way behind him and he sits back and reflects upon it, I strongly believe that he will think that forcing the Cavs to give you that $80 million contract will be the biggest mistake he has made in his career. Look, I know Delonte West is talking to LeBron right now saying, I told you, son, do not give that man any money, son. Let me stop though, you know, let me stop wasting you guys' precious time talking about such an irrelevant player. Anyways, like I was saying, Here is how I see game 4 going. It's gonna be a good game, no doubt. You know, LeBron and Kyrie are gonna play 48 minutes because they have to. I mean, you can't leave guys like J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, and Darren Williams out there by themselves and not expect the Warriors to blow the game open. So every second, Kyrie and LeBron will be on the court, and it will be a close game. Very similar to this one, where the Cavs are able to stay in it up until the end when that fatigue really starts to sink in. And then the Warriors will win and finish the sweep of the 2017 NBA playoffs. Finish the sweep of the NBA playoffs. Let that sink in. A team swept their way through the entire playoffs. I don't know if this should be considered an amazing accomplishment or sad or just a sign that something needs to happen and needs to happen fast. I think it's a mixture of all three. It's amazing by the Warriors, it's sad that no one could beat them, and something will happen. Something most definitely will happen. Because one thing I do know about LeBron James is this: he's not just gonna let this go. He's not gonna show up in the finals next year with the same team that just got swept. That's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, you get shot, somehow survive, and then next to you show up holding a super soaker. Like, nobody's stupid enough to do something like that. Because there's a difference between losing a close 7-game series and then trying again with a similar roster and getting swept and trying again with a similar roster. So I don't know how he's gonna do it, or how the Cavs are gonna manage to afford to bring in some more players. Maybe LeBron restructures his contract to take less money and the Cavs bring in the banana boat players. I don't know, but something big is about to go down this offseason, that is for sure. The only two players that I can pretty much guarantee will be back with the Cavs next year is Kyrie and LeBron. I would say Love, but if they can't move Thompson, if they're stuck paying that waste of space, then Love and his contract might have to be moved in order to clear up some cap space to bring in other players. And this is what I was talking about yesterday. Since LeBron knows this team doesn't stand a chance against the Warriors, he's gonna try and bring in more talent to Cleveland to make a team that will stand a chance, meaning getting more star players from other teams and building a legit super team. And this era is now officially the era of super teams. And as fans, it's just something we're gonna have to get used to for the next few years, because in order to beat the Warriors, you're gonna have to build a team that is obviously better than the Warriors, meaning another super team is gonna have to come along. And then if anyone wants to beat the new super team, they're gonna have to build a team that's better than the super team that beat the super team. And I already know some people are gonna say that's how the NBA has always been, referring to something like the Bulls back when they had MJ and they kept three-peating. But that wasn't the same thing. It really wasn't. Back then, while the Bulls did keep winning, at least there was some type of variance. They did play the Jazz twice in '97 and '98, but before that, it was the Supersonics in '96. This year, 2017, was the first time in NBA history when the same two teams met in the NBA Finals 3 straight times. And unless LeBron decides to go somewhere else because the Cavs can't compete, it's still going to be the Cavs and the Warriors again next year, and the next year, and the year after that, just with an improved version of both teams. So it wasn't, nor has it ever been, the same as it is right now. The closest comparison to what the NBA is like right now was back when the Lakers and the Celtics were winning all the championships from 1980 to 1988, except for in '83 when the Sixers won. I mean, the Lakers and the Celtics won every other ring during that 9-year stretch. Thing is though, it wasn't like the Lakers and the Celtics were in the finals all the time during that 9-year stretch. The Sixers, the Rockets, and the Pistons each showed up a couple of times during that era. Matter of fact, during that 9-year period, the Lakers and the Celtics only met up in the finals 3 times. And back in the 50s and the 60s, when the Celtics went to 10 straight finals, the league wasn't nearly as developed as it is today. So that's really not a fair comparison at all. Since the NBA has been fully developed, the league has never seen two teams dominate like the Cavs and the Warriors have done over these past 3 years, which will most likely go on for the next 3 years as well. Now, while this may sound bad, and for the most part I think fans would like to be able to go into the regular season not knowing which two teams will be facing off the finals again, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. And also, at least the finals themselves should be entertaining from this point on. I'm not gonna say that with 100% confidence though, because these finals were supposed to be some of the best we have seen, but it's kind of hard to say that when it looks like it will end in a 4-game sweep. But until these young teams in the NBA do come up, like the Sixers, the Lakers, the Wolves, the Bucks, etc., the NBA will most likely be the Cleveland Cavaliers All-Stars from the Eastern Conference and the Golden State Warriors All-Stars from the Western Conference, which, if these teams are evenly stacked, should be fun to watch and I'm sure the league's approval ratings will be at an all-time high just like they were this year. And in the end, that's what they care about. The NBA is a business. Better reviews equals more money in their pockets. May not be what the NBA diehards want to see, but the casual fans and the general public love it. And there is more of them than us. All that being said though, we really did have a nice run of not knowing 100% both teams that were going to be in the NBA Finals from, I'd say, 2003 really up until 2015. I mean, do you remember a couple of years ago when the Warriors first won? As much as people would never admit it now, most people who hate them now were rooting for them to beat the Cavs in 2015 since LeBron was still seen as a villain in the league. It just goes to show you how much can really change in just 2 years. And that is going to lead us to the question of the day. And here is today's question of the day. Do you think that two teams alone have ever been as dominant as the Cavs and Warriors have been, meaning that they're the only two teams really capable of making it to the NBA Finals? Also, let's take it a step further. Do you think that the Golden State Warriors are the best team in NBA history? The 2017 Golden State Warriors, were they the best team in NBA history? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, but now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday, after Dirk Nowitzki said that he thinks there's too much talent pooling of star players joining other star players to form super teams, I asked you guys if you thought he was right and if KD joining the Warriors would result in more players doing similar things. And here's what you guys said. That's why free agency exists. Vince Carter said it best. If you have a chance to get a better job opportunity, would you take it? Of course you would. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing if superstars are leaving for other teams. It makes the NBA offseason a lot more fun. Golden State built their big three through the draft. First off, yeah, my bad. I know Curry, Thompson, and Green were all drafted. I said that in one video not too long ago, that the end goal of all these young up-and-coming teams in the NBA is to become like the Warriors are now. It just slipped my mind when I was recording, so I'm sorry for that. As for teams getting better during free agency, no one can blame a team for signing the best players. If KD says, I want to come play for you, what are you gonna say? No, I'm sorry, we're already good enough, we don't need you. Look, you sound dumb if you would say that. You signed him ASAP. But the thing is, the player going to the best team. Because if that's the case, then every free agent should be trying to sign with either the Cavs or the Warriors, since one of those two teams will give them the best chance of winning a ring. Like I said though, leave your answers for today's question of the day down in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you once again for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks new SEC, and I'm out of here. Peace!